Students and their parents told me their school buses are constantly late. We're not talking a few minutes, we're talking 20 to 60 minutes late several times a week. One high schooler told me he now has more than 100 tardies, and about half of those are because the bus never showed up at all. Some of the kids said they keep missing first period and now their grades are suffering. For the past 2 months, I've been following two separate families, one high schooler and one first grader. They're on two different bus routes at two different schools, but have the same problems.
CCSD bus alert. CCSD
bus alert.
CCSD bus 25 services. Cheyenne Thomason gets that text almost every day.
The buses just aren't showing up.
She takes care of her brother Jacob. He's a junior at Canyon Springs High School in North Las Vegas.
I gotta wake up in the morning and be like, hey, I don't think my bus is gonna show up.
And usually once he gets to the bus stop near Lake Mead Boulevard and D Street,
I was right.
They'll call us and be like, look, my bus didn't show up.
So Big Sis has to go pick him up and take him to school or find him a ride.
At that point, it puts stress on everybody.
If she can't find him a ride,
We'll miss the day completely.
Jacob is late a lot. His first class is chemistry. It's one of his hardest classes.
At this point, dude, I have an F.
Cheyenne called the Clark County Transportation Department.
I was on hold for over 2 hours and it was frustrating. Called back a couple days later, same thing.
That was early in the school year. Let's fast forward to January.
Almost 6:40, the bus hasn't showed up.
The bus is scheduled to pick him up at 6:20.
It's not like I'm not going to school or trying to go to school. It's just the bus doesn't show up and I don't really have a way to school.
So it's 6:45 right now. All these kids have been out here since 6:20 in the morning. It is 42 degrees. Are you guys cold? You've got a blanket on with you right now.
I'm crazy.
School starts in 3 minutes and there is no sign of this school bus.
As the bus do come, it just come when it want to come.
The students eventually took matters into their own hands.
Right now we're on hold with the bus company.
It's very stressful.
Deja is a sophomore. She also misses first period a lot.
We say that we're a student and that we're waiting for the bus company. They don't listen to us, so we have to act like we're our parents.
She was on hold for about 15 minutes before someone answered.
I'd like to know why my daughter's bus is not here.
The woman on the other end told her the driver was 5 minutes away.
Why is our bus always the one that's late?
The woman on the phone said it was because that driver called out sick, but she did not have an answer for all of the other days.
It's 7:16 and it looks like the bus is on its way.
And check this out. We got the driver running a red light. The bus showed up almost an hour late. We followed the bus to school. Jacob, Deja, and their classmates got there 25 minutes after the first bell. 20 miles away in Henderson, these Vanderburg Elementary students wait for the bus off West Horizon Ridge Parkway near Stephanie Street.
Bye, Mateo. He showed up on time today.
Desiree Acedo told me today was an exception. She took this video a few days later.
8:49, and the bus still isn't here. Some of the parents got a message that the bus is going to be about 15 or 20 minutes late.
She told me she gets those emails and texts sometimes. Desiree told me it's not just on the way to school.
They were picked up late from school, and again, nobody knew anything. These are children.
Mateo is 7. Desiree got him a smartwatch so she can call him to find out where he is.
Do you feel like your child's safe going to and from school?
I wish I could say yes. Honestly, no.
I reached out to the Clark County School District. Instead of an on-camera interview, they sent me this statement in an email.
The concerns have been brought to the attention of the Transportation Department staff who are working to remedy the situation while dealing with a shortage of approximately 106 bus drivers.
You can't find the funding to pay your bus drivers so that they want to stay on the job.
A bus driver just starting out gets paid $15.30 an hour.
Why aren't they staying?
CCSD said because of the bus driver shortage, they're now pulling transportation office staff who, quote, have the proper license to fill some spots. Last year, there were well over 3,000 complaints against the Transportation Department, and even more the year before. Fox 5 learned by law CCSD doesn't have to provide transportation. But as long as these buses are running, these kids will keep waiting.
It might come as a shock that a school district isn't required to take kids to and from school. So I looked up the Nevada statute. It says the Board of Trustees of any school districts may furnish transportation for all resident children of school age in the school district attending a public school. So the key word there is may, not must. When I asked the school district if they would cut the school bus system, they told me no. They just wanted to point out how other districts around the country don't offer transportation services. Kyla Gaylor, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.